Yeah, it's definitely shot. Like I say here, because it's not even able to turn on. And on top of that, it's got a huge thing going on here in the center where the whole line here is completely cracked and severed on the PlayStation 3 controller. And so it's not able to charge. It can't catch a charge. And I go to plug it in, it doesn't, the blink thing here on the side doesn't register in order to say that it's catching a charge any. I've been trying to charge this for the past 2 to 3 weeks in order to try and have it catch some type of charge, but there's nothing that it's been able to pick up. I've been trying to save this for as long as I possibly can because this is the original PlayStation 3 controller that came with the PlayStation 3 unit. And so I guess for a good 8-9 years I got my money's worth out of it. But I can't use it anymore. And so with this being out of the way, my one-on-ones are kind of scrapped for right now. Until I can find a new PlayStation 3 controller, or hopefully see if I can find a refurbished one, or something along that line. I was looking forward to trying to see if I can get back into the scene now that I finally got the laptop here fixed, but it's going to still take some time since I can see that there's going to be a slight setback for a good while. So I gotta see if I can, I guess, experiment with the PlayStation 4 controller and see where that takes me. But with the feeling being different between both controllers, I will have to do a lot of trial and error before I can actually become technically accustomed to it. So, allow me to elucidate from the very beginning exactly how this business proposition came to be in order to take a venture into Destiny 2 itself. You see, this all started a little after my birthday, September the 18th, 19th or so. I was talking about it online with a few players on Tact, and I was also talking about this with Straxus. And they gave me an intriguing series of ideas about what the gameplay of Destiny 2 did offer that did differ from the first game, but you can't fully say that it is better than the first game. It's something that you have to see for yourself and then assess in your own right, because there hasn't been any particular YouTuber as of yet that can wholeheartedly say that it's better, because it's not completely truthful. And they feel that they want me to try and take a look into this and give my 2 cents on this to try and elaborate to the audience and broaden the perspective given in the total gameplay offered in their own ventures and in their circle and their circle's ventures online for this gameplay. I told them while I do respect the offer in wanting to try to pick up the game in my own right, there was a reason why I strongly declined to pick up the game in my own right, and I had just decided to walk away from it all. At least for the time being, because I saw no particular financial benefit or specific gain in wanting to play Destiny 2 competitively just yet. Because I had to stick to it's one of these situations where I have to stick to what I believe, whether or not other people choose to believe me or choose to listen to me anymore in this whole subject regarding Destiny. I've had my time in Destiny, and my time is gone. Then this business proposition came up that came from a fellow group member of mine, and from also from another member of the DMG barracks, and another person of the Satanic Kings had brought upon the idea of a game share initiative. Uh, One of those said players gave me access to his, or had said that he will willingly give me access to his account information in order to game share this game as well as one or two other games that he may have downloaded, because he wants to play the game and he wants to really get into playing the game at the higher difficulty settings that are offered in the gameplay, however it is they may be. But this is a venture that he doesn't wish to do alone because it feels like it may be a difficult assertion to an accomplishment that one is seeking. And so he asked about it, and so he asked for my help about this, apparently. Because I was a past Destiny player, I used to play the game excessively competitively. I ended up being a very talented sniper in my own right, regardless of a lot of negatively placed criticism concerning the art in which I chose to act upon. And so he made the proposition in order to give me access in order to try to enjoy the adventure that is to be offered in the next gameplay. And the topper in that was that Aqua Mega Death 666 Doug also had chimed in on this business proposition and said that if you do come back to Destiny 2, Rodimus, I want you to be the clan sniper for the Satanic Kings again. It's only fitting. With both of those propositions, and then the third proposition was that whenever it is that Dark Mount Gaming is on, they want to try and do a clan collaboration for the Trials of Osiris or for the raid in order to get both of our stuff up and going. That way we can get a chance to get to know each other outside the Transformers environment. And I gotta really sit here and really weigh these thoughts, because I mean, with DMG's proposition for a YouTube collaboration in order to do the raid or to do specific Destiny 2 activities together with friends and clanmates of another clan, which we both have founded history upon, sounds like a very intriguing gamble that I can see being somewhat prosperous. The second proposition, in rejoining the Satanic Kings, I can be open to this idea, because I am open in order to try and do the sniping thing again. Wouldn't be surprised if the whole sniping mechanics probably didn't change from the PlayStation 4 revising of Destiny 1 when Destiny 1 came to PlayStation 4. So I probably wouldn't be surprised about that. But the only reason why I even had the position of the clan sniper was because I beat Mac in a in a 3v3 elimination snipe off. That's the only reason how I got the positions, because I beat Mac. Some people say that it was luck. Doug says that it was not luck, you just flat out beat him. That's all there was to it. Me, I don't know. I mean, I do okay with some quick scopings, but a lot of time I either have to hard or drag scope. Quick scoping is what it is I've gotten into doing now, but 2 years ago, no, I had to hard scope all my shots. I mean, nowadays things are different, my feeling's different, and my competitive mindset has evolved from what it once was. If I do come back in, I guess I can take him up on his offer and just try it out for a little bit in order to see what it is that the Satanic Kings has to offer since it's back in full. And in the bigger picture, rendezvous with old friends and try to enjoy the gaming atmosphere that is to be. And then now to think on the initial proposition of wanting to do the game share in the first place, because I'm thinking about the pros and the cons that can come out of this. And so I just ask myself, why do I really want to pick it up again? Because the mindset just struck all of a sudden after this, like the past month. Why am I suddenly interested in wanting to play this again after I already know why I stopped playing it in the first place? I had my time in the spotlight. Made friends, made enemies, made even more enemies because they want to be ignorantly prideful and loyal to the dick riding process of Bungie. Further my perspective, thus allowing me to further distance myself from the cancerous community that it evolved into. Took my glance into one final run on the game and walked away for good, being satisfied all around. Second time around here, played the beta, but for Destiny 2 was not completely impressed. It seemed like it could be satisfying, but I personally was not impressed by it. Some people might be. And I'm still just in contemplation thinking, is it worth the grind? Is there even a grind? Is there any finesse that's in the second game? I don't know, but I guess it's a possibility that I can go and find out. And since it seems to be on the table willingly in a couple of different aspects with a whole lot of beneficial adventures and beneficial roads or side roads in which to take a look into, logically it sounds like this could be a beneficial maneuver to implement. And in terms of streaming new content, it would necessitate a means in taking an unusual adventure here or there. And in streaming an old past core to my channel in a new updated retrospect, may bring back members, may bring back old people, may not. It won't change my love or hate of the franchise's present standing. My feelings about playing Destiny 2 in earnest are very strongly divided, but I suppose I can put my differences aside in order to try and wholeheartedly take a chance on wanting to, out of curiosity, explore what new venture is supposed to be offered. Very well. While I may not completely agree with my own rationale in this area, I will agree to downloading the game in full and taking a look into playing it and see what new venture there is to be held and see exactly how the campaign story has evolved since the end of the Rise of Iron. There seems to be more people telling me to try it out more so than telling me to not try it out. And so it does strike a subtle curiosity in wondering why that is. And maybe in my own right, I can take a look into the deeper aspects of the video game to see what about the game is appalling or that is not being shown or being highlighted as a negative point. Not so much all the people that want to keep glorifying the game, even those that I know or those that know me and know that I do these types of analyses in order to give an educated perspective on the venture to be held, not just for me, but for people that want to try and take a look into it based off of what it is that I show or how I feel, or what I feel needs to be brought to light. So, opportunity, inopportune opportunity. I'll take a look into it. However, if I'm to do the whole session and trying out the campaign, I'm going to do this my way, and so whether or not it may seem selfish or ignorantly placed, I don't know, and I don't give a damn because it's how I choose to do it. And so if anybody else doesn't like it, you're free to just unsubscribe and take your shit elsewhere because I don't give a damn. The whole point of why it is that I do my content or why I choose to do my content is based off of how I feel should be there or what I feel should be there, not so much what other people tell me what to do all the time, because I need to know what to do in my own right. That way I know whether or not I'm putting all the right things out there, if I should put them out there, that says something about me or my accolades or what it is that I want to do or choose to show you. Because a stumbling block like this came up once before in playing the first game when I hit upon the 1-year anniversary of having played the first Destiny video game. And then, okay, after I showed all the stuff I wanted to show that would be interesting to my journey online, I left it to you, the audience, in order to determine what it is that there is to do or what it is that you would like me to show you. And nobody said shit. And so I took it upon myself to just take a highlight towards something that everybody loved, and I ran with that. That way it would affect the entire older generation of Destiny players and not the newer, since the newer Destiny players don't know what the hell they want or wanted. In this aspect, though, I will not comply to either. I will instead just do the campaign first. And in doing the campaign, I'm just going to bring along who it is that I choose to bring along with me. That can be the most knowledgeably skilled and a decent player in order to help me along through the campaign. You can be at a low level, you can be at a high level. More than likely, the game is going to be very, very easy to play for me, since I played a lot of the first game to the point of no-lifing it like a boss. I'll let you know ahead of time, I'm not going to tolerate ignorant or prideful or cocky pieces of shit they call themselves players or OP players, because all you guys fall like the end. And so if you guys happen to be friends with any players like these, or you are one, you can get the fuck out of my lobby. For me, the whole reason why I will seek this undertaking in the first place is to play the campaign and to have the story try to grasp me to a point where there's something beyond the story that I can take a look into that will keep me coming back for more. That's my point on why I will try to do this. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns regarding the steps I'm going to take in order to introduce myself into the Destiny 2 adventure, by all means, leave a comment in the section below. And as always, my viewers, you all take care, and until all are one.